Hello, I'm Darcy Darkness, and this is Behind the Mash Reviews. It's been a while, but I wanted to introduce to you the food source that I have been eating for the past 6 months. It's the past 6 or 7 months since I got ill in June last year, and we still don't know what's causing it. Yay, typical NHS, have to go through loads of tests. But Huel is a meal replacement. I went through very many of the different food replacements, and if they had dairy in them, they had literally issues with allergies, and sometimes the binders in them and things were aggravating my stomach and aggravating my digestive health. Now, my husband looked at so many different products that there was out there, and then he came across Huel, and without Huel, I wouldn't be able to eat or even get anywhere near the amount of protein that I am supposed to get on a daily basis. I'm not sponsored by Huel. I am not affiliated by Huel at all, but when I actually am happy and proud of a product, especially one that I actually need to survive and live, or I would basically in hospital on a drip probably to get all the nutrients and the things that I would need for my body to stay alive. So this is why I am doing this video, because a lot of people think, oh, you're just doing it, it's like a phase. I'm not. I've literally not been able to eat solid food since June last year, and between what looking like it may, like I gave myself an eating disorder because of this, we do not know why. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to eat solid food, or why I shouldn't be able to process things with dairy and things like that. We do not know. This is what I'm trying to, instead of going off on a tangent, if I didn't have Huel, I would be fucked. Basically, I can't eat anything, and this is the only way that I can survive. And as dramatic as that sounds, it's not. I can't eat solid food. Anytime I eat something that is supposed to be better for me, healthy for me, if I have not had it made for me, or it's been made in front of me, or read the back, we read the back of packages all the time anyway, because I was keto and carnivore and things like that. So, and obviously I've got allergies and intolerances to different things. But now, if I don't make it myself, then I can't eat it. And this all, but you'll be fine. Even if I take the medication that's prescribed to me to help with the discomfort and the pain, I still can't take the risk. That's what I'm trying to say. If I didn't have this meal replacement, I don't know where the hell I would be today. And that is why I reached out to Huel, and I actually said to them that it's not just a thing for fitness for me, it's for me to live and for me to be my body to function, my brain to function. If I can't eat, then my brain wouldn't work properly, or my body wouldn't work properly. So if it wasn't for Huel, I don't know where I would be. Last week they launched a new ready to drink in black, and now these are the ones I drink when I'm out, and you can get these in the shops. I tend to get them at like petrol stations, service stations. You tend to get these, but these aren't actually released for the like in the shops yet. These are actually only available on the Huel site, and I bought a 12 pack of these, and they were $41.99 as a subscription. And I do have a subscription to the powdered black, and that's why that is out right now, because I wanted to go through the difference, because as you can see from these two bottles, they look the kind of same, apart from the fact that one is black and one is white. They're both vegan, they're both full meal replacements, nutritionally dense drinks that again you find in the fridge, and one is 35 grams of protein and the other one is 20 grams of protein. And when you actually line them up, right, we can see what's in them. So you got water, pea protein, faba bean protein, tapioca starch, rapeseed oil. Again, I'm usually not okay with manufactured oils like that, but again, I seem to be okay with this. Coconut milk powder, cocoa powder, ground flaxseed, natural flavourings, coconut sugar, micronutrient blend, which is minerals, potassium, calcium, magnesium, copper, zinc, iodine, chromium, and vitamin C, K, E, A, niacin, D, B12, folate, choline, flaxseed oil powder, soluble vegetable fibre, which is chicory, corn, hemp seed protein, MCTs, powder, iron, coconut, emulsifier, sunflower, lecithin, which again is about keeping the product like for longer, basically. Green tea extract, sweeteners are stevia, glycosides from stevia. Thickener is gelum gum again, but you get that all the time, or gelum gum. This one has water, pea protein, tapioca starch, gluten-free oat flour, rapeseed oil, cocoa powder, ground flaxseed, corn fibre, MCT powder from coconut, micronutrient blend of minerals, protein, potassium, chloride, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, copper, zinc, iodine, selenium, chromium, vitamin C, K, E, A, niacin, D, B12, pantothenic acid, biotin, B6, B2, B1, folate, choline, natural flavourings, brown rice flour, coconut sugar, emulsifier, sunflower lecithin, thickener is the gellan gum, sea salt sweetener is sucralose. So the sweetener and these is different. One is stevia and one is sucralose. There's a couple of things that are different between them. This one has oat flour and this one does not. And even though it's gluten-free, oat flour, that I tried to say before, these are both gluten-free as well. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to show you what they actually look like so you can see the difference in consistency each one looks like when you open it. And I wanted to do it while I was on rather than, you know, have it already sitting out so you can see it coming out the bottle. I don't know about you, but I couldn't drink shakes like this pre-sickness. I couldn't eat like this at all. And let's see them side by side. See, they look kind of similar, but this is the black and this is the white. And I'm going to taste them so I can... The black one has dark chocolate feels because it actually... It's like I'm talking about wine here. But after you drink it, you can taste hints of raspberry and cherry. But when I stick my tongue to the roof of my mouth, I can taste, for people in the UK, ice cream van Mr. Whippy ice cream. And it's just like, if you take a breath in, you can smell like this vanilla, and then you get the hit of coconut as well. It's freaking delicious. The black one doesn't taste as cakey either, even though I'm used to the texture and the consistency. Huel, because I've drank it for so long, and as I said, I drink it all the time. So this one's thicker, definitely thicker, but again, this one's actually darker. My husband and I have discussed that the black Huel tastes like dark chocolate and has lots of dark chocolate properties, and this one is more closer to a milk chocolate, which again is an easier kind of transition to get from, like, obviously eating solid food to this. If you again are not getting enough protein, for example, and you do go to the gym or you do work out, then drinking one of these every once in a while is not going to do you, again, it won't do you any harm to drink them full time anyway, because they have been designed to be a complete meal replacement, like the future basically. It's like kind of similar to like Soylent Green, so they are designed for that. I'm going to drink them later, but this is what I wanted to show you about the difference. Now this is a 90 gram scoop, which is usually 2 scoops, but I weigh them out because sometimes it's a wee bit over or under and I like it to be accurate. So this has got pea protein, ground flaxseed, brown rice protein, tapioca flour, cocoa powder, sunflower oil powder, organic coconut sugar, natural flavourings, micronutrient blend of the MCTs again from coconut, xanthan gum this time, sea salt, sweetener is stevia, green tea powder, kombucha powder, bacillus coagulans, which is basically your stuff for your good healthy bacteria. It's got potassium citrate, potassium chloride, cornstarch, calcium carbonate, vitamin C as L-ascorbic acid, niacin, lutein, pantothenic acid as calcium D, vitamin B6, riboflavin, vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin K2, which is good for fighting bugs, not like insects, like illness. I wanted to clarify that. Potassium iodide, vitamin D2, plant-derived vitamin D3, vitamin B12. It may contain mustard apparently. But again, 2 of these, and the actual, for a 90 gram portion, they're all 400 calories. Even the ready to drink ones are 400 calories for a 500 ml bottle. And you mix this with 500 ml. And as you can see from the fat, there's 17 grams of fat, and it breaks all down what they're actually made up of. The carbs is 17 grams, the fibre is 8.2, and the protein is 40. This is the most protein you get from their drinks. is the black powder. And the difference between the black powder and the black ready to drink is there's no wee bits in this. And wee bits is the, I think, pea protein, I think. And sometimes if bits in your drink kind of annoy you, it's not bits that are clumps, it's like flakes basically. If that annoys you, you know, also blend it more, or you can put it through a sieve if it really bothers you. These are the ones that I tend to have as my meal replacements, but at the moment this is my favorite because it tastes totally different to that one. These are the same flavors, by the way. Every single one's chocolate. The only time I don't drink chocolate is when I'm drinking the coffee caramel one or the salty caramel. I don't like any other flavor of stuff. They have so many different flavors, Huel, in the white range. They only have vanilla and chocolate for the Huel Black ready to drink, which I would hope that they would maybe bring out like the coffee version of it, or the salted caramel one. That would be nice. My hubby likes the banana ones. He likes every single flavour. They have a flavour for everybody, and like I said, I don't like chocolate flavoured anything or vanilla flavoured anything. Shakes for me were a no-go. Couldn't drink them. It was always cleared way that I drink. I don't drink anything else, but these are the only flavours that I can actually have. But again, they're 100% nutritionally complete meal replacement and they taste delicious. I don't feel hungry after them, which is great. That's something that I was asked by someone, if when I eat it, when I drink them and consume them, does it keep me full? Yes, I am not hungry after drinking them. I'm not, some people ask me how many do you drink a day? I think it depends. If you're only drinking them like I am, because of, again, it's to replace breakfast, lunch and dinner, then you can have them. But they're slow release, so they do last a lot longer. I drink one of these though. At the moment, that's what I've been drinking when I train. I drink one of them with my Clearway, with all my BCAAs and my vitamins and my electrolytes and things. I drink them when I train, because obviously training isn't maybe an hour, maybe you're training for over an hour. So having something that's really good in keeping you full, because again, I didn't think it was hunger that was making me tired while I was training. Apparently it was. It was actually Eddie Hall, you know, world's strongest man. Eddie Hall, the Beast, he actually drinks like a shake when he trains, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try that, see if that actually helps me when I'm training. That might actually be that I'm not eating enough and feeling my body enough. And now I drink it all the time. I drink a Huel every time I actually train, and then a couple hours later when my family are eating their dinner, as tasty as it smells, I'm having a Huel, and it doesn't bother me when other people are eating. That's the one thing. People seem to think that I have a hatred of people eating food and deliciousness. No, I actually am not. I don't see food. I've not seen food as enjoyment for years. From training, I see it as, this is to fuel my body. It's to build and repair muscle. It's to build and repair my brain. It's to build and repair the muscle fibers when I train. I don't really see it as enjoyment. And that might be sad to some people, but again, it's not for me. I'm just glad that I've found something that I can drink without pain. So I'm glad that I found a meal replacement that I can have without pain, without discomfort, and I can actually have energy, because no one wants to be sitting about with no energy and being so tired that they can't even get off the couch or they can't get out of bed. And with the type of condition that I've got, that can happen, unfortunately, and I'd really like to prevent it. With eating this way, I'm not filling my body full of shite. I'm not filling my body full of fillers. I'm not filling my body full of sugar, and I'm also not filling my body full of nasty ingredients and nasty processes, basically, of how your food is actually made. So I'm getting what I need. I can either have it in the powder form, which I buy 2 of these a month on subscription, and they come the next day. So when they take the payment, your stuff is out the next day. That's the one thing I will say about Huel. Never had a problem with delivery, always on time, and it's DPD to use, and I've never had a problem whatsoever in the entire time. So for 2 bags of these, it's £57. And like I said, it's more expensive for the ready to drinks. I get that. But when you're out and about, you can easily pick that up in a supermarket. I know Superdrug sells them. Shell garages sell them. I think Spar sells them. They're literally everywhere, the white ones, Boots and things like that here in the United Kingdom. So If you don't get them from the website themselves, you can pick them up in local, like I said, petrol stations, service stations. They're usually £3.50, but Holland and Barrett has actually got a sale right now. I think it's like if you spend over a certain amount, you get 10% off, and then if you spend something else, you get 15% off. I also get mine at Costco as well, because Costco do 8 packs. So I think Holland and Barrett are 6, but they do 8 packs. So I tend to get them from Costco when I'm going up there. So you can get them in Costco, but the only ones in Costco you can get are chocolate and vanilla. But again, they're still cheaper to get from Costco for us when they're not on sale everywhere else. But again, you can only buy these right now on the website, and it's cheaper to buy them as a subscription, and you can actually tailor your subscription to whatever you need and whatever amount, less or more, you can add as well, and you can change your flavors as well, especially if you're using the powder. You can change their flavors up so you're not like tied to just always having chocolate or always having salted caramel. So you can get them. And also on Huel website, you will have the ready kind of meals that you add water to, like a pot noodle type deal. It's not like a pot noodle, but it's the same kind of, you boil a kettle and you add it to it, and then within a couple of minutes you've got a meal. I can't have them obviously, but I have seen them online. I think if they made more vegan versions, especially, I'm not vegan before people come at me. I've never been vegan. If it's for you, it's for you. And yes, I drink a drink that's actually completely vegan, but ready-made meals from Huel, there's not as many like gluten-free, and also not as many vegan. I wouldn't personally try them only because of my health. I have to be careful because I'm not wanting to really introduce anything at the moment until I get some more tests done, and also because I'm working with a dietitian, as helpful as an NHS dietitian actually is, no offence if that's your job, but the one I have is terrible, and she literally doesn't want to help me. All she wants to tell me is the same shit and stuff that I already know, and the meal replacement that they were going to suggest is actually nowhere near as good as the Huel one that I purchased myself. So it upsets me every time I have to go. So I'm not going out of my way to lose weight. I have lost 30 pounds in total since my body actually started reverting to fat to fuel in October. I've lost, like I said, 30 pounds, but I'm not going out of my way to lose weight. I'm trying to keep the bulk I already have. But if I'm going to lose any, I'm obviously going to lose something. So no matter what you're actually drinking your Huel or your meal replacement for, check out Huel. Pick up a bottle like when you see it in the supermarket, or see how you see it when you're out. Just give it a try. Like I said, there's hundreds of flavours. There's like berry, strawberries and cream, banana, salted caramel coffee. There's also cinnamon swirl, vanilla, chocolate. So there is plenty to go around. Have you ever tried Huel before? Have you saw Huel and thought, what is that all about? Then why don't you try? Why don't you pick up a bottle the next time you're out? Let me know in the comments if you've tried Huel, if you like Huel, if you're drinking Huel as part of your diet, and why you're drinking it. Why have you chosen to go down the liquid meal replacement route? Let me know in the comments below. If you like content like this, then remember to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you like anything weird and wonderful and enjoy how I do things about here. Then you can also try the podcast, which is Confessions from the Dark Side, also Confessions from the Front Seat of the Impala, which has just been uploaded today, Monday that is, which is a sci-fi, horror and fantasy podcast where we discuss the genres. We discuss movies, TV shows, games and books, and we do it in our way, which is, if you can't stand the heat, then well, GTFO mate. So you can go check us out there at Confessions from the Dark Side. Again, I am Darcy Darkness and this is Behind the Mash Reviews. And try Huel, you might be surprised. You'll be definitely surprised, especially with this one. This one is freaking redonkulous, man, and I'm going to finish this while I'm on. So good. So good. And I'll see you in the I am Darcy Darkness, and that was Huel. Later.